rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silent reflection. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Lobazinski, happy 2026.
Thank you.
The floor is yours.
Mr. Elliott.
Present.
Ms. Garcia.
Here.
Mrs. Smith-Gomez. Here. Mr. Kuva.
Here.
Mr. Kroll.
Present.
Record show all our present and accounted for.
All right, thank you. We will begin with the board reorganization. Do I have a motion? Do I do them all at once? We can do
Yes.
them, right?
Mr. President, if I may, can I make a motion for a slate of officers? Mr. Patrick Kroll for president, Mr. Bob Kuva for vice president, and Ms. Erica Smith-Gomez as secretary.
I will second that motion. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Thank you, Mr. Allier. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody abstain? Motion passes 5-0. We don't need to move.
Usually they scramble right now.
Which is like, whoo! All right, board appointments, treasurer.
Do you want me to go through those? I can do those if you want me
Actually,
to.
it's all,
It's just written down right there.
Yeah.
I'm happy to read them off, Mr. President, if you want me to.
I was going to say, we could probably do them all together too, if anybody wants to just, on
You
that
want me to
page. right
read
there.
all four of them and then you guys vote? Or-
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
That'd be great.
Thanks.
Mr. President, asked for recommendations for the following appointments. Treasurer, it is my recommendation to the Chief Financial Officer, pending approval this evening, because hope that may change pretty quick here, will serve the role as treasurer. Deputy Treasurer, it is my recommendation that Gene Gogolak continue as Deputy Treasurer. School Attorney is my recommendation that we reappoint Rhett Tauber as School Attorney, and is my recommendation that our Labor Attorney is Pillar Jones Legal. And that's a different name, but it's the same law firm that Sears Zick, they just retired, so Jackie Pillar is an attorney in that group who's going to continue with us.
She does a nice job.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep,
Do I have
the
a
next,
motion?
Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Kuba. Do I have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. It's up to me now, right?
Mhm.
Board appointees. I will stay on as Park Board Representative. Mr. Allier, could you back me up on that?
Yes.
Okay.
I can, thank you.
Thank you. Current Chamber of Commerce is Victor, right?
Yep.
Did you want to stay on with that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Mrs. Gomez, you're currently NISEC.
Yes.
Did you want to stay on that?
Yes.
Bob, are you backing that up?
Yes.
Could you back that up again?
Yes.
Thank you. Legislative Liaison and ISBA rep. Victor, you go down to Indy. Do you still want to do those?
Sure.
All right. And then I will stay on as redevelopment. And Rick, can you back me up on that one too?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. All right. Lucy, I shot through that really quick. You good?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. All right. Motion to approve the meeting dates for 2026.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the board meeting dates for 2026.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Do I have support?
Support.
Thank you, Mr. Allier. Any discussion? Just making note that this will be the only January meeting date because thank you, Mrs. Adams, for getting all the financials done. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Do we have any? Board Administration Annual Professional Conferences, Workshops. Do we have any? I don't think we have any.
No. Blanket approval.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that we can't go.
Let's do it.
All right. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Kuva.
Second.
Support. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. I will now recess our regularly scheduled school board meeting, and I will convene a meeting of the Board of Finance.
Yeah, use it. Yeah.
All right, as we open the Board of Finance meeting, could I have an election of both president and secretary? Who's current president and secretary?
You are involved.
Okay.
Come on, man.
It all blurs together.
Difficult job, isn't it?
It is. Stressful.
name right so far.
I have.
Mr. President, I make a motion to have the board president and board vice president as president and secretary of the, what is this, Board of Finance.
Thank you,
Was
Mr.
that
Garcia.
wordy enough?
It is very worthy. Thank you. Do I have a support of said motion?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gilman. Any discussion?
Offer.
All right, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes 5-0. Report from our investment officer.
That would be me.
That would be you.
Included in your board packet was the 2025 investment report. The school town of Highland funds are held in a checking/savings account combination. Funds are held in the same bank account but kept separate through accounting by fund number. These funds remain liquid to ensure sufficient cash flow throughout the year. We earn 2.75% on our money market, and the HRA, HSA, and the self-insurance accounts are earning 3.25%. Our checking account receives a 0.45% earnings credit based on the average collected balance in the account throughout 2025. These credits do not earn interest, but they offset all bank charges. We earned a total of $502,733 in 2025 versus $720,096 in 2024.
All right. Any questions?
What's the action here?
There isn't.
Approve it.
I think we just accepted it, right?
The report,
Report.
the agenda says there's action.
I think to accept the report.
All right.
Okay.
Mr. President, I make a motion to accept a report from the investment officer.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Do I have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Depository update.
The list of currently approved depositories for the state of Indiana public entities were included with your board packet for your review. Just to let you know, we do follow state statute.
I was just going to say, and our institution is listed, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Cancellation of old outstanding checks.
Pursuant to Indiana Code 5-11-10.5, all checks outstanding and unpaid for a period of 2 years as of December 31st of each year shall be declared canceled. A list of all the outstanding checks for 2 or more years as of December 31st, 2023 was included in your board packet. I'm requesting approval to cancel these checks and to redeposit them into the funds from which they were drawn.
Motion to approve, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuva. Do I have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Early. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Financial indicator report presentation.
This is something. Just give me a second here.
Sure.
Okay. Senate Enrolled Act 549 requires school corporations to review the School Corporation Fiscal Indicators Report, which is published by the Distressed Unit Appeal Board, or the DUAP Board. Indiana Code 20-19-7-4. This report must be reviewed at the annual Board of Finance meeting. Please keep in mind, though, this data is based on the calendar year 2024. The report was included in your packet, and we'll just go through page by page. The first one is a graph about the average daily membership. The ADM is the number of eligible students enrolled on a given day designated by the State Board of Education and is utilized to determine the amount of state tuition support the school district will receive. Increases or decreases to the ADM impact the amount of funding available to the school corporation. Our district ADM has been declining in previous years. Fortunately, the legislators have increased the basic tuition support per ADM, which has helped to offset some of those losses. And also we began accepting transfer tuition students during that 23 and 24 school year. So this year's ADM, 2024's increase was 57 net students. The next report is a fund balances report. The legislators directed a change in school fund accounting beginning on January 1, 2019. The general fund was split into 4 categories. The first 2 became the education fund. The other categories, along with capital projects, transportation, and bus replacement funds, became the operation fund. This chart reflects an increase in the education fund and the capital fund balances. GO bond of 2024 does the revenues from there. The operations fund increased by $878,000. We did transfer the last $713,000 quarterly distribution from the education fund to the operations fund in 2024. We did not in 2025, though.
Do we need to?
No, we were in good standing, so
Okay.
Brian approved not transferring it.
Okay.
The next report is the annual deficit or surplus. This grant compares revenues to expenditures on a calendar year basis. It reflects total expenditures being less than the revenues received in the same year, which is what they want to see. Fund balance as a percent of expenditures. This graph shows the financial success of our district in operating in a conservative manner. It measures the percentage of the cash balance compared to the annual expenditures. The cash balance percentage increased from 24.4 to 36.3, but that increase does include GO bond fund money that was unspent. The next graph they call revenue by type. This graph shows the sources of school revenues. We are mainly supported by the state, which gets funding through sales tax. The next dominant source is local property tax. This graph illustrates how steady Highland's tax rate has been over the years, with a slight increase in 2024. And the last report is called the Operating Referendum Revenue as a percent of total revenue. School Town of Highland unsuccessfully attempted an operating referendum in 2023. However, given the decline in ADM over the years and the state funding and now the changes in tax collections, the board may want to explore the possibility of trying that again. We will need additional income to keep current academic programs offered to our students and to remain competitive in attracting and keeping good teachers and other staff members. And that's it for the fiscal indicator report.
Sorry, guys, give me a second here. Any questions? Comments?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Adams.
Thank you.
All right, with that, I adjourn the Board of Finance meeting, and I reopen the regularly scheduled board meeting. And I invite Mr. Volbrick to the dais as he has a public comment he would like to make.
Rick Roberts, 9221 Parkway Drive. This is a presentation. I'm going to present one side of the story. I'd like to just proceed. And any questions you might have or comments you'd like to make, terrific, but make them later. I'm going to start right here at the key point. Our Chief Financial Officer read the key paragraph. Operating revenue as a percent of total revenue. And she read the whole thing. I'm not going to repeat it again. I want to address the issue of the referendum, the possibility of a referendum. Now, we've been, for 3 years now, collecting students from out of district, OOD, I love that abbreviation, out of district students. I don't know how much you are aware of it. I don't. I know one thing, there was a referendum, and one side won and one side lost, and somehow there was quite an amount of money difference between the side that had the yes side versus the no side. Do you know how many people contributed money? Residents of this community? Residents of this community. On the two PACs? On the yes PAC, there were 2 people. Those 2 people contributed $2,200. Between the consultant that the taxpayers paid $35,000 on, and 21 or 22 additional $1,000, that was $57,000. Yes, I was on the no side, because I was not convinced that it was the proper size, and it was like, I don't think all the issues were being addressed. One of the things that really I was concerned about, if the referendum fails, and as what happened, we then take on the out-of-district students. Now, if we're going to keep the out-of-district students and then bring into play the referendum, you're taking the cake and you want to eat it too. It seems to me we ought to address either continue the out-of-district students and drop the referendum idea, or take the referendum idea and stop the out-of-district. Now remember, out-of-district students that are with us are going to stay with us. They're not going to leave us. And it's like, I would just like to point out that there's people here that are not necessarily for if the referendum is the wrong size as far as they are concerned. I have a lot more thoughts to express, and I'd like to continue these thoughts at the end of the meeting because I've only got 3 minutes to toy with. I thank you for your time.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the minutes as provided?
Motion to approve the minutes, Mr. President.
Thank you. Support, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Garcia, and thanks for your support, Ms. Kuva. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Dr. Smith, any correspondence?
None at this time.
All right. Dr. Smith, would you like to make a superintendent's report?
Sure. I'll talk about a couple things. First of all, I hope everyone had a nice restful break. Back at it. We've got a full week of school in last week, and hopefully we'll get a full one in this week. We are off on Monday in observance of Martin Luther King Day. That's all schools and central office. Second semester always goes by. It seems like so fast. We cram everything in the end and standardized testing, so don't blink. I had an opportunity to speak today at the chamber. Enjoyed that. Had Amy Harrington guest speaker as well. She did a great job talking about the wonderful things that are going on in our schools. It's great to see and get out in the community and share all the positive things that are going on. I think Ethan does a great job of putting out the positive things that are going on as well. I look forward to having an opportunity to speak. Rotary's asked if I would come over, and Kiwanis as well, so we're going to try to hit those the second semester. I want to wish luck to, because I won't see a lot of these athletes until their sectionals are over next month. So I want to wish luck to the basketball teams, wrestling, swimming, diving. We've got a big meet on Friday, Saturday for state champion and state.
Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. We've got a couple of wrestlers that qualified, and Alex going for her 4P, I guess, would be if she wins. So I thought that was interesting. She wrestled a girl from Garrett, which is just north. My wife worked in Garrett for years, just north. And Bob's daughter-in-law grew up in Garrett, She was 35-1, the Garrett girl. And would she win, beat her 16-1?
And she tapped her in the third period.
Wow. She's just, she's a machine. So, Alec we're talking about, of course. We all know Alec. So, we want to wish them luck on Friday. I'm going to reserve some comments for when we get to the personnel report for Cindy and for a potential new CFO.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Board reports, Mr. Alley, anything?
Nothing to report.
Mr. Garcia?
So chamber meeting was today, as Dr. Smith mentioned, he did a presentation. I also want to highlight that our own Amy Harrington made some comments as well, highlighting some of the great things happening in our elementary buildings. It was a great event. Do want to mention that one of the other speakers was George Georgieff, the president of the town council, mentioned the impact of Senate Enrolled Act 1 on the town and schools, and also mentioned that there is anticipated a significant decrease in revenue due to that tax savings in your property taxes and the high likelihood that the town council will enact a wheel tax, and that other options are to enact a local income tax and to enact a food and beverage tax. So that was the first I had heard that the town council is looking at those, even though I think most communities will be looking at those three options as a way to make a bring up the shortfall of that gap. I think just that local income tax piece, though, I think it's important to note, none of these are revenue sources that are available to the school town. So while we are also losing a significant portion of revenue because of Senate Enrolled Act 1, we have no taxing authority like the town does to make up that shortfall. So the only real options I personally see would be a potential referendum down the road if that's something that the board is interested in. I also will just mention that I think it's important that if local income tax is an option for the town to make up that shortfall, that is really shifting the tax burden from all community members of Highland to just working community members in Highland. So I think that's just an important thing to identify, is it's really shifting the burden of paying for our police, our fire, first responders, our streets, things like that. So just something to mention. It was a great event. The chamber did a wonderful job. From legislative liaison side, committees are going on right now. Tomorrow there is a massive education bill that is going on first reading, I believe.
Yeah.
And there is a lot, I believe most of it is deregulation. There are some concerning items in there, so we'll see where that goes. I will be in Indianapolis on February 2nd and 3rd to meet with legislators.
Thank you. Mr. Thomas?
Nothing to report. The NISEC meeting is tomorrow evening. Do you have to report?
Mr. Kuba? Nothing to report, Mr. President. Thank you. Nothing to report from a park board perspective. The meeting is next Thursday. And redevelopment actually had a session last night. We had somebody who owns some vacant land in town come and present his idea of a proposed development. I'm pausing because, yeah, this is a public meeting. So it was a cool idea. I'd never heard of it before, and he called it basically caves. So this is the gentleman that owns the former bus terminal property on 41, and essentially what he's looking at is putting a building there that is essentially pods, right, of varying shape that can be combined if need be. And he called them caves. So basically people rent them out to start up a business. Maybe they want to put an industrial kitchen in one. Some people might park their cars there. Some people may make a man cave out of it. He said he's heard of, people renting them and putting like golf simulators in there, right? It was a cool idea. So we'll see where it goes. He's going to come back to the redevelopment commission with some further ideas. Then we went into an exec session and talked about some ongoing negotiations for some further development. But, so that is what we have there.
Mr. President, could I add one more thing I
Sure.
forgot to mention? This sign up here, I told Amy to take credit for it, but she won't because Warren put it up. And
I still feel like that's the best elementary.
Yeah, Warren.
Obviously.
Shots fired. The gifts and that, Warren, my understanding is, and I apologize, I didn't realize this is National School Board Week or day or something. I didn't know.
My family celebrated it, but, I
Where'd you go out to dinner?
So Chrissy was in here, her students went above and beyond, and,
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
wow, so Amy's got some work.
Next year.
Raise
We
the
can
bar.
continue the celebration.
Yeah, so that's where that came from. I got back from the chamber and went, who did that?
Love it, love it.
Yeah, nice.
That'll be the first time we've seen a sign up there.
People in
I don't
trouble?
remember one going. I don't. I like it. Impressive. Very
not know
much so.
that.
It's some impressive tech.
Now that I know, I'm going to make it.
All right,
celebrate.
for your final hurrah, Mrs. F.
Okay, letter A is the treasurer report. A copy of that report was included in your board packet. I request approval of the report as presented.
Do I have a
Motion to
motion?
approve the treasurer's report as presented.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Do I have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Vouchers.
A copy of the voucher docket was also included in your board packet. I recommend that it be approved as well.
Motion to approve, Mr. President. From Mr. Kuva.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Donation.
So the high school received 3 donations. All 3 of those were anonymous. The first one is $1,000 for the boys and girls swim team, another one for $1,000 for girls basketball, and a $500 donation to the athletic department. I request your approval to accept those donations.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the donations.
Thank you. Any support?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yes. Mr. President, if I may, I'd like to
Please.
thank our anonymous donor for these generous donations. We appreciate them.
All right. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. ECA semi-annual financial report.
Indiana Code 20-41-1-8 requires extracurricular treasurers to file a semi-annual financial report with the Board of School Trustees, listing transactions in detail showing all receipts, disbursements, and the balances remaining in each fund. The reports are quite lengthy, so they were not included in your board packet. They are, however, available in the conference room for your review. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions off the top of their head? All right. 2025 year-end appropriation transfers and report.
This report is a follow-up to the year-end closing resolution that you approved last month. It gave the treasurer the authority to make appropriation transfers as needed as part of the year-end closing process. Appropriation transfers occurred only in the education fund, and the report detailing the adjustment was included in your board packet. I recommend acceptance of the report as presented.
Motion to approve, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuba. Do I have support?
Second.
Mrs. Gomez, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Special supports and services, building and ground.
And last but not least, a copy of that buildings and grounds report was included in your board packet. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Anybody want to pepper her with questions tonight about it? I think she needs it.
Please don't.
I think we could really get into the details.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, one last time.
Any specifics on the cleaned shower drains in the auxiliary?
That's right.
If you use a snake to get in there. or-
What were the dimensions of the stainless steel shelf in the concession?
How do you
I'm
rebuild flush handle?
Thank you.
All right, well, Ms. Adams, thank you. I'm going to take a moment and just thank you for your years of service. I'm going to jump in because I can. That was a great run you had. I appreciate your years of service and wish you a long, happy, healthy retirement.
Thank you.
Cindy, it's been a pleasure working with you all these years.
It's been a pleasure working here. I appreciate the opportunity.
I shuffled my pages, now I'm all screwed up. Curriculum. Dr-elect.
Thank you.
Always thrilled to see you, Chip.
It's a pleasure to be here and to see you as well. In your board packet, you have again the volume 37, number 2 Neola. It's a lot of revised policy. This is the second read. I ask to have your approval this evening.
Do I have a motion?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Neola policies, volume 37, number 2.
Thank you, Ms. Gomez. Do I have support? Support. All right, thank you, Mr. Kuva. Any discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes 5-0. Professional leaves, the request.
They are submitted for board review in your packet and recommended for approval.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve professional leaves as presented.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Do I have support?
Support.
Thanks, Mr. Allier. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Personnel, retirement.
Yes, Bharathi Chintamani, retirement as a science teacher at the high school, May 28, 2026. I so recommend.
Motion to approve, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuva.
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion? So wish Ms. Chintamani a very happy retirement.
Mhm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Appointment.
Yeah, Kimberly Fulton, appointment as the Chief Financial Officer for the corporation, January 19, 2026. Russell McWilliams, appointment as a transfer from the school-town electrician to Director of Buildings and Grounds for the corporation, January 1st, 2026. Polina Fernandez, appointment as an instructional aide at Merkley, January 5th, 2026. Christian Zendejas, appointment as a girls track coach to shared position at the high school for the 2025-26 school year. And Quentin McToy, appointment as a girls varsity track coach, again, shared position at the high school 2025-26 school year. I so recommend.
Motion to approve, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuva. Do I have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Any discussion?
I do.
Feel free. Jump on in.
Two things. First of all, I want to, I'll do the hard part first. I want to, and Cindy and I will have many conversations before she walks out the door. But I just want to personally, in front of everybody, thank her. When I walked in, she's one of the last administrators left. I think Kelly Gossman's it, Kelly and Nora, from when I came here. So I've never had to worry about the money. She's kept me out of jail, and I appreciate that. Her audits are always very clean, and probably the best thing I can say about Cindy is, sometimes CFOs treat the money like it's theirs, and they're very tight with it, and I like that to some degree. But the quality that Cindy has is she's really good and conservative with the money, but she also understands it's for kids, and it's to educate children. So she's flexible and understands that we're going to do what's right and best for children. And that's huge to me. So I've appreciated that. Of all the great things we've had in our working relationship, that's probably the number one thing that I appreciate the most. So I just, well, again, I'll talk, but I wanted to say that first and thank Cindy and for all her years, and I do appreciate it. So I know you, in your comments, will have an opportunity in a few minutes to say something too if you want, but anything, Cindy? Not put you on the spot?
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you. Very kind words.
Thank you. Second, I want to welcome Kimberly Fulton. Kimberly comes very highly recommended from a lot of sources, and with many years as a CFO, and I think it'll be a seamless transition. She had a really good trainer, right? I think Cindy helped train her at Whiting. So I'm really, really pleased to bring Kimberly on board, and I think, like I said, she'll do a great job. Kimberly, did you want to, it's Kim, not Kimberly, but Kim, did you want to say anything?
We're very formal in this room.
I just wanted to thank the board and the administration for giving me the opportunity to work for the school town of Highland. And I know I've got big shoes to fill. I know Cindy got the books done for the January 12th meeting, so, but I think I can handle it. And I promise to keep you out of jail.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I look forward to working with you all in the years to come. Thank
Well,
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
I guess so, right?
Yeah.
we all know,
Yeah, shit, I jumped the gun.
It'd be awkward now. Any further discussion? All right. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Welcome. That's what's in it. All right, with that wraps. Wow, we hit the ground running. That wraps the agenda. So now we have audience comments. Please feel free to step to the podium. We don't discuss personnel issues. We don't discuss student issues, ongoing investigations. And you have 3 minutes.
Ray Corbett, 9221 Parkway Drive. I am very glad this issue has arisen, and I look forward to a full discussion on many occasions about a referendum. I am not automatically knee-jerk against a referendum, but boy, we've got to address issues that are tended to a referendum. Let's talk about this. Remember this. I know you're smart people, you're intelligent people, but let's just kind of lay it on the, I always call laying on the table. Let's lay this on the table. A referendum is something you really have to address carefully. It's like, it's kind of burning your hands a bit. There are families which, let's address that why everybody's not in favor of the public schools, or not in favor of referendums. And it's like, we've got families who put their kids in private schools, Catholic, Christian school, Baptist, Lutheran school, other private schools, charter schools, home schools. That may not be thousands of students, but that is a block of voters that we've got to address. You've got to address. I've got to address. Homeowners who are dissatisfied. Everybody doesn't think the public schools are the greatest thing in the universe. I put my kids in public school. I went to public school. I am a firm supporter of public schools. This is not in any way an expedition to throw stones at the board or our teachers or our administrators. But there's a lot of things we got to address there. Our learning scores, and I said this before a million times, that test is dangerous business. Because it's not testing our students, because our students are way smarter than those scores are. Our teachers are doing a much better job of teaching along this whole array of ideas here. The financial reports on the 2023 operating referendum. Do you know how many people invested their money? Money. I'm not talking about time or interest. Put your money on the table. 2 residents of this community contributed $2,200 for the yes side. A guy you're looking at contributed $4,800. That's it. 3 people contributed toward this expedition. It's an important idea. People put their money in when they believe in something. If they're not putting the money on the table, so to speak, how much are they for you? How much are they for or against the whole idea? It's a referendum is a contest, and the object is to win the game. You win, you win. I win, I win. But it's like, let's all win. Let's get a referendum of the proper size, and let's address the issue. Are we going to continue accepting out-of-district students and the referendum? We're going to be one or the other. You can't do both. This community, the side that I know, is not going to go for this. It's just not. Now, I thank you for your time, and I really look forward to this issue being brought up and discussed fully. You can't talk about it enough. I thank you.
Anybody else?
I thank you.
Anybody else? Last chance? All right. Mr. Elliott, board comment.
I would like to
thank Cindy for all her efforts with the school town over the years. I've only been here a year, but I've been a resident for many years, and just thank you for your service to the school town and our community in general. The sign. So I noticed the sign before Dr. Smith mentioned who put it up there, but I appreciate that. So to the staff and students at Warren, I thank them. And welcome, Mrs. Fulton.
Thank you.
Fiscal Town Highland. I look forward to working with you. And that is all.
Mr. Garcia?
Thank you. Yeah, so good luck to all of our athletics as they get into their postseason activity, and a special good luck to Alex Pistage. I saw on social media that she was on the cover of the program. So, I mean, we have a legitimate rock star in that program, and really exciting to see where she goes. Not only that, but incredibly bright young woman with a lot of potential, and I'm excited to see what she does as an adult. Do want to welcome Ms. Kim Fulton. Looking forward to working with you. I know that you've worked hand in hand with Cindy in the past. You've got, I think your start date's about 6 days away, and I hope that you're grabbing as much information from Cindy as you possibly can before she moves on. Cindy, I got to say that I was very nervous as a new school board member, not really having the grasp I thought I would have on the financials. Even with my experience on the nonprofit side, it's such a different animal in school finance, and you made this very easy for all of us. I know, especially when I first started, I had a lot of questions, and I know you and Brian did a lot of hand-holding with me to walk me through what I didn't quite understand. So I do appreciate you. I appreciate your professionalism, your expertise, your kindness. I got to tell you that one of the best things about having such a strong leader in the CFO position is when you hear people that work for the State Board of Accounts talk about how great of a CFO we have in the school town of Highland. It makes it so easy for us to do our jobs, and to Brian's point, and to know that what we're being presented with is the Bible. This is good. We have strong financials. We can trust what we're looking at. I thank you for all the time and effort that you put into this. This is sometimes passion shows up in animated speech, and sometimes passion shows in just the quality of work that, and I think you've shown the passion that you have for your work for the school town of Highland, for the children that we're serving, and for our staff that rely on us to make sure that their paycheck's clear. Thank you so much. I wish you the best in your retirement. I am so sad to see you go, but I know that we're going to be in good hands with, and I hope it's okay if I call you Kim.
Yes.
I apologize, but I know we'll be in good hands with Kim. So best wishes. The last thing I'll say is I had no idea there was even a school board thank you anything, but it is not shocking to me that the best elementary school in our district would provide such an amazing banner for us and very nice little treats here. So please send a thank you to the team at Warren, and a thank you to all of our staff. Not just the Warren staff, all of our staff for all the work that they do. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Stillman.
Yes. I just want to start off by congratulating and wishing the best of luck to our athletes. I want to highlight two particular seniors, Jordan Steele and Alex Desayach, as they head into the final parts of their senior seasons in their respective sports. They are both on a tear, and I look forward to seeing how their seasons end, and I wish them all the best of luck. It is Alex Desayach, Melody Vasquez, and Kennedy Stevens heading to state for girls wrestling this Friday. In Indy, the finals start at 7. I'm not saying they're all going to be in the finals, or any of them are going to be in the finals, but I think you can watch it on social media. So tune in if you can. They're also having some kind of send-off for the wrestlers as well after school on Thursday, I believe. Thank you to Warren for beautiful gifts. I also was unaware that there was a school board celebration day, or everyone, if we agree, we can just tell my family it's a month. And when I get home, I'm going to be like, did you guys know? So I'm sure they'll be excited to celebrate that, but I do. It's nice to be celebrated, and nice to celebrate my fellow school board members as well. I want to say welcome to Kim Fulton. Thank you for being here tonight. I know you probably are looking forward to many such evenings in your future. I hope we've made it exciting and enticing for you. But we look forward to working with you. We've always had a great relationship, obviously, with our CFO. And I want to say a special thanks to Cindy. You taught me more about school finance. I thought I really knew something when I came on here, and I did not. So you have taught me more than I ever could have hoped for, and we're all better because of your brilliance in this position, and we appreciate you. One more shout out to Ethan Roberts, and I say this frequently, but you have given us so many amazing positive communications out there in social media and through email, and I love seeing it. And if I'm having, a not so great, January is, we're not that far into it, but it has not been spectacular for everyone. I don't know if you guys have noticed. But it's always great to see what the school town of Highland is putting out in terms of positive communication. So we appreciate you. And that's all. Thank you.
Scuba. Thank you, Mr. President. Well, I know Cindy loves the spotlight, so I'll start off right there. She's
More than
just
anyone.
basking in it.
Yeah.
But too, like the congratulations for your retirement. But as far as everyone said, not rehashing it, throughout the years with our audits, I've been in the, whatever you call them, the debriefings, right, when we do the finals and all that. And always, it's like you go going, this isn't, never a problem, never. It's always, and when you have the comments from them, it's just something that I know everyone says, well, that's their job, but not everyone does a good job. So the job you did, and I know I could tell you, it's not something you like, but you've done it really, so really, it's something that, at the end of the day, you've served the school town of Highland very well, and I appreciate it. Welcome aboard, Kim. Yeah, they're not always this fun. This is just how we start off the new year, but same thing for the wrestlers, all the sports, basketball, swimming, diving, good luck. And then we'll get to the schools. Warren is a good, they put up Thank You to School Board, so I'm going to have to give him kudos, but unlike Mr. Garcia, I don't think he attended Warren. I attended Johnson Elementary, so I think Johnson Elementary is one of the top schools.
But were you the PTO president?
They wouldn't allow it. I tried. They wouldn't allow it. But, no, all of our schools, obviously. My kids attended Southridge, great school. All the schools are great. But the Thank You School Board, after 20 years I'm on my 20th year, the first time I've seen a Thank You School Board. I want to take it home. But yeah, so thank you, and I hope everyone happy and successful 2026 to finish this second semester, right, or second half of the year, because it does go quick. So good luck to everyone, and thank you. And again, thank you to Ethan. He's always, it's constant. Everywhere you go anywhere, Ethan's there. And also thank you. Thank everyone. That's it, Mr. President.
Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks to the Warren School. We like to play a little game in my house sometimes called Who's My Favorite Today? Right? So by far, Warren Elementary is my favorite elementary school for today. So thank you for the students and the staff for this. My waistline thanks you. Love chocolate. Nice stuff. Really appreciate it quite a bit. Congratulations to our girls wrestlers, all three of them. Best of luck as they try to bring home some more hardware. We've had a lot of success, so hopefully it continues through the end of the week. Welcome, Ms. Fulton. Appreciate getting to know you a little bit more and keeping us out of stripes, because I don't look good in stripes either. So, looking forward to many, many years of a wonderful relationship. Ms. Adams, thank you for everything you do. I wish you a long, happy, healthy retirement. I've thrown curveballs at you through the years, and you've always been ready. So I greatly appreciate the level of detail that you brought, the knowledge,
and how well you've represented the school town of Highland, so.
Thank you.
And then, just best of luck to all of our students as they start the second semester. This year's flying by, they always do. And we wish you all a new year. Thanks to all of our employees for all that you do. Without you guys, we don't have a school town, and I think we have a pretty darn good one. So with that said, our next regularly scheduled school board meeting will be in this very chamber Tuesday, February 17th. Motion to adjourn, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Kuba.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks. Not bad, actually.
Yeah.
There was a
You know, for the
long-
2020
It was a